Good day, children. Sairam. Let's continue with chapter number 13, Little Girls Wiser Than Men. Today, let's discuss some more questions from the textbook based on comprehension, vocabulary, and grammar. Okay, let's begin with comprehension. A. Complete the sentences with words from the story. One girl wore a dash frock and the other a dash one. So there is a blank. You have to write the exact words that are there in the textbook. So the first answer is one girl wore a blue frock and the other a yellow printed one. One girl wore a blue frock and the other a yellow printed one. Second sentence, the water running down the lane formed a dash. Answer is puddle. The water running down the lane formed a puddle. Third sentence, the girls wore a dash on their heads. And the answer is, the girls wore a kerchief on their heads. Fourth sentence, before stepping into the puddle, the girls took off their shoes and dash. The answer is stockings. Before stepping into the puddle, the girls took off their shoes and stockings. Fifth sentence, water splashed on Akulya's frock because Malasha plumped down her foot. Water splashed on Akulya's frock because Malasha plumped down her foot. Sixth sentence, there were dash on Akulya's frock. Answer is, there were stains on Akulya's frock. Okay, so now next question. Now answer the questions with reference to the context. So children, you have to read the context and answer the questions asked based on it. First context given is, don't step into the puddle, Malasha, said she. Your mother will scold you. Don't step into the puddle, Malasha, said she. Your mother will scold you. Okay, the question asked here is, who is she? Who is she? Answer is, she is Akulya. She is Akulya. Next question, where should Malasha not step into? Where should Malasha not step into? And the answer is Malasha should not step into the puddle. Malasha should not step into the puddle. Next question. Why would her mother scold her? Why would her mother scold her? And the answer is her mother would scold her if her shoes and stockings got wet. Her mother would scold her if her shoes and stockings got wet. Okay, now the second context. What are you thinking of, friends? Is it right to behave so? On a day like this, too. What are you thinking of, friends? Is it right to behave so? On a day like this, too. Okay, and the question asked is, who said this? Who said this? And the answer is, Akulya's old grandmother said this. Akulya's old grandmother said this. Next question. In what way were the friends behaving? In what way were the friends behaving? And the answer is, the friends were not behaving in a sensible way. The friends were not behaving in a sensible way. Next question. What was so special about the day? What was so special about the day? Answer is, it was the day of Easter and a time to rejoice. It was the day of Easter and a time to rejoice. Okay, so now children, we have vocabulary. So in vocabulary we have homonyms. Okay, now what are homonyms, children? Okay, now homonyms are words that are both spelled and pronounced the same but have different meanings. Okay, so now let's solve an activity based on homonyms. This is an example, children, that I have given. Now here the word bear. It is used into different sentences and the meaning here is different in both the sentences. Look at the first sentence. The soldiers bear a lot of pain and discomfort on the war front. The soldiers bear a lot of pain and discomfort on the war front. In the second sentence, look how it is used. The big brown bear attacked the picnic party in the jungle. The big brown bear attacked the picnic party in the jungle. Okay, so now let's solve the activity. What you have to do is choose the correct homonym for the given sets of sentences. Okay, there are two sets of sentences given and you have to choose the correct or appropriate homonym for both the sentences. So choose the correct homonym for the given sets of sentences from those given in the brackets. Now which are the homonyms given? Bank, fair and file. Okay, now see here. In the first sentence, we went to the book dash and saw many interesting titles. Here the answer will be fair. We went to the book fair and saw many interesting titles. Now in the second sentence, the referee was fair in all his decisions. Okay, so the same word is used in both the sentences, but the meaning is totally different in both the sentences. Okay, let's proceed further. Second sentence, I used the dash to smooth the metal bar. I used the file to smooth the metal bar. Now in the second sentence also, please dash these notes under the correct section. Please file these notes under the correct section. Now here also the homonym, the word file is used in both the sentences, but it means different in both the sentences. Third sentence, I want you to put this money in the bank. I want you to put this money in the bank. And in the second sentence, the river reached the top of the bank during the flood. The river reached the top of the bank during the flood. Okay, now in grammar, children, we have already learned subject and predicate. So in this activity, what you have to do is you have to circle the subject in the sentence and underline the predicate. Okay, now first sentence, his broken arm will heal in 6 weeks. Now which is the subject here, children? His broken arm is the subject and will heal in 6 weeks is the predicate. Okay, now children, tell me which is the subject here? Yes, the sun is the subject and is shining is the predicate. Third sentence, the sums were not easy. Now here, the sums is the subject. Were not easy is the predicate. Fourth sentence, the storm clouds are getting darker. So here, the storm clouds is the subject. Are getting darker is the predicate. Fifth sentence, Mansi will sing a song. Mansi is the subject. Will sing a song is the predicate. Sixth sentence, the farmers are ploughing the field. The farmers are ploughing the field. So here, the farmers is the subject. Are ploughing the field is the predicate. Okay, now let's go to the next grammar topic. Children, here you have to choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject. Means a subject and the verb in a sentence must agree with one another in number, that is singular or plural. So if a subject is singular, its verb must also be singular. And if a subject is plural, then its verb must also be plural. So let's solve the exercise. First sentence, Anju and her brothers. Now here, which verb will you use? Anju and her brothers dash at school. So here the subject, Anju and her brothers. It is plural. So the verb that you will take is plural. Are. Anju and her brothers are at school. Second sentence, the entire team dash coming to the meeting. So here the subject, the entire team, will take, it is considered as one team. Okay, and that is why the verb you take here is. The entire team is coming to the meeting. Third sentence, the dog or the cat dash outside. So here it is dog or the cat. So it is singular. That is why you take the verb is. The dog or the cat is outside. Fourth sentence, your books dash always on the floor. So here the subject, your books, is plural. So the verb that you will take is are. Your books are always on the floor. Ginny and Tanu dash want to see that movie. So here Ginny and Tanu, they are two people, so it is plural. So with plural you will take don't. Ginny and Tanu don't want to see that movie. Sixth sentence, Brinda dash know the answer. Brinda dash know the answer. So here the subject Brinda is singular. So the verb that will go along with it is doesn't. Brinda doesn't know the answer. Okay children, with this we finish chapter number 13. Little girls wiser than men. So now children, read the lesson several times with the correct pronunciations and learn the new words and the notes given. See you in the next class. Thank you children.